Yes, 11:30. I'm so happy that you guys are here. And I must tell you this thing. You all deserve a big round of applause because you guys are punctual, you value time, and this is I really love about people. I respect my time. Hey Dipanshu, good to see you again. Hi Prashant. Insanely logical. Wow, that's a nice name. Arun, Aishwarya, hi. Pooja, Lavi, Nishant, Neha. So guys, where are you from? Haryana, okay. What about others? See, guys, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be, interactive. It's not like I'm gonna talk and you're gonna listen. We'll talk. We'll discuss a lot of things. And Maharashtra, Bhubaneswar, awesome, awesome. So you have people from West, Georgia, East, South, North. Okay, so we have people from all the part of the country. Wow, that's awesome. That's really awesome. And okay, I know it's Sunday morning, it's Sunday 11:30, and you guys are here. You sacrifice your Netflix time, you sacrifice your family time. So I really appreciate that. I'll not take a lot of time to uh, this Pune. Okay, awesome. Garden City, Bangalore, awesome. So okay, God's own country, Kerala. Wow. So we'll try to keep it short. We'll try to keep it to the point, and I'll try my best to add as much value as I can. Okay. But there are a couple of things I need to make very clear. But before that, let me tell you something about myself. Uh, I'm just stopping the chat for the time being, so that all of you can focus on the content. Okay. So So people who don't know me, my name is Anshuman Patro, and I believe you guys know it and that's the reason you are here. So I'm Anshuman Patro, and I'm on a mission to make people more productive. Now, when I say productive, what do you mean by that? When I say productive, I want you to put minimum effort and produce the most output that you can. Okay. Now, one thing that I do is help people write their book in just 5 days. Okay. Now, a lot of people they take a lifetime to publish a book. Okay. But over here in the 5 day family, people have published books in just 5 days, and people have published multiple books. Okay. And we have 10 100 times. Now, the reason behind this webinar is okay. There are two things. One, recently, some of you might be knowing this. Uh, I become the first authorship coach in India to have multiple records in Asia Book of Record and India Book of Record. Also, we have crossed 200 plus mark. So more than 200 people have published a book in just 5 days. So after these things, I'm getting a lot of calls from people who want to know how I do this thing, how these guys do this thing, and I spend a lot of time. Okay, which I don't want. So I just wanted to make it public. I wanted to call all of you so that I can share everything that people do in just 5 days. How they publish the book in just 5 days. So that is one reason. Second reason, some of you might have this constraint that writing a book is difficult task. Okay, I will not say it's easy, but if you think that it is not for you, then I want you to think again, and that is the reason uh, I'm conducting this webinar, this masterclass. Okay. Now, few things that I would like to share. Okay, now people know me as the inventor of RHK. If you don't know what RHK, you can just Google it. You'll get to know. You can see the result people have got by this formula. Best-selling author, serial entrepreneur. I have 4 companies, and as I told you, the first authorship coach to have multiple records. But there are a lot of things people don't know about me. Now, before we start, I want you to know about me, and that will help you to understand that I'm just like one of you. I'm not like born with a silver spoon or having IQ level of So I'm just like one of you, and that is what I want to tell you. So if I can do it, I'm sure all of you can do it. Okay. So can I take a few minutes to tell you who am I really? Actually, who Anshuman Patra is, not what people know about Anshuman Patra, but who actually is Anshuman Patra. Can I let me open this chat for a second and let me see. I'll do it only if you allow me. So can I take a few minutes to explain who am I? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So this is me, a kid. You can see I don't I look cute? I do, right? But I was a very introvert kid, and like every middle class family, my parents wanted me to join engineering, and I pursued engineering. I never wanted to be an engineer, and what I do currently is nothing to do with engineering. But yeah, I must tell you that whatever I learned during those 4 years were really helpful. But yes, I was introvert. I was boring. I had not a lot of friends. I just joined engineering. Okay, this was me. I was very shy. I was afraid to talk in front of people. Though, as of now, I conduct a workshop in front of thousands of people. But back in 2001, I was a boring introvert kid. Then, this is 2009. Uh, I was working with a company in Mumbai, and she's upper now. Now, my wife. During that time, she was my best friend, and I made her one request. I requested something, and that is really weird. And that thing actually changed my vision. Okay, so we were going in on a bike. During that time, I didn't have a car, so I used to ride bike, and we're just going. There was a funeral going on. People, and normally what happens when you see a funeral? People stop, they pray to God for the soul and all. But there's something else going on in my mind. I was noticing people. Some of them were on phone, and I can see that in their eyes that they were like, okay, this is a duty. They have to be there because of social norms and everything, and they were there. They're not actually wanted to be there. Okay, very few of them actually wanted to be there. Otherwise, most of them were okay. We have to be there. Okay, so I asked Aparna, can you do me a favor? If I die tomorrow or maybe anytime in future, do something that people will, if they are coming to the funeral, they'll come with wholeheartedly, or else they'll not come, and they should remember this day. Okay, and you know what happened? She slapped me on my helmet. Okay, and I stopped my bike. She got down and she was like, "Are you out of your mind? Why do you always depend on people to do things when you can do it?" Now she told me what else thing I've done. So, in fact, if you go back in my past, I'm a martial artist, a first dan black belt in Sutokan. I'm a dance teacher. I used to work with the industry as a choreographer. I have done things. I was the when I was in three standard. Okay, I'm 84 born, so that time I joined my first computer classes. So I've done things. It's not like I was not doing anything, but I had that. I always wanted to. I want people to help me. Okay, I was not doing anything to help myself. So after that, maybe I didn't understand what exactly the thing is, but I knew that okay, I should do something, and I started few startup. All of them failed miserably, and things were going. I mean, I joined another job. I was job hopping. I was doing side hustling, everything. 2016 was a year when things were falling in place. I was working with VNS Finance. It's a fintech firm. It's a fintech firm. I used to work as a technology head over there, and I was that was a fateful day. I was for some reason, I didn't have much work to do. I was just going through the GitLab, the code base, and I found some code pieces which are horrible. I was frustrated, and I just sat down on my desk, written 30 points that I wanted everyone in my team to follow. They followed those points, and then the code quality improved. The less issues came, the clients were happy, and everything. Cut to after a couple of weeks, I was discussing this with one of our friend, and he suggested me, if you think this book, okay, he called it book. Till that time, it was just a manual for me. It's so helpful. Why don't you publish it? And are you out of your mind? Are you kidding me? Because just 30 rules, okay? It's hardly 15 pages. Why do you want me to do that? Are you trying to fool around? No, no, I'm serious. Like, if this book can help 50 people in your team, it can help millions of people out there. Why don't you do that? So I published that book, okay? After a week, again I got a call from the same person, my friend, and he said, like, go on Amazon and check it. And this is the book, okay, by the way. So he asked me to go on Amazon and check it. And to my surprise, it was the bestseller. My first book, which is till now, I don't call it a book, I call it a booklet. Okay, it's just 15 pages. It's a bestseller. And then the journey started. After that, I written a couple of more books. A few doors opened for me. I was getting invitation from colleges and corporates for, you know, taking a course on this thing, or maybe for speaking and all things, speaking gigs and everything. And I got started getting more clients for freelancing projects, and that is the beginning. Okay. Now, if you ask me who am I was an introvert or loser who transformed myself to become someone who is an excellent author, now on a mission to prove everyone wrong. So whenever people say, I can do it, I can connect with them because I was like one of them. So I tell them, okay, if I can do it, you can do it. And that is what I'm doing. If you see any of my programs that I learn, any of things, this is the only mission I have. Writing a book is just one of them. Because a lot of people think that writing a book is really tough task. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's not complicated. People have made it complicated. Okay. So I help them how you can do it. And if you can do it 5 days, that boosts your confidence level to another level. And then you know that you can do anything in life. Okay. So that is what I am. Now, okay, we shared this thing. We have the first Indian family, the 5-day family, the first Indian family to set multiple records on IBR and ABR. Okay. So, and that, so like they say, everything comes with the side effect. After this, I'm getting a lot of calls asking me how I did it, how we did it. And that's the reason I'm cutting this so that I can share all the secrets, everything, okay, that you need to learn, that you know about how you can publish a book in 5 years. Okay. Now there's a few record holders. If you see, she's Sarika Rangani. She's a productivity coach. Manali Kale, she's an artist. You might have seen her on TV, on YouTube, somewhere. She's Mishika. She's the youngest author in India. She's just five. She was just 5.2 when she published her book. Sumit, again a kid. Ashel. So these are the 6 records. Also, we got one more record last week, last week, for having the longest book launch event in India. So that's all about me. Now, I hope you guys know that I'm just one of, I know, like you. I'm not someone who is, who has some special skills or something. I learned it and I'm doing it. So, do you guys think I'm like you? You can put in the chat, yes. I'm not a superhuman for sure. I'm not a superhuman. I'm just unhuman. Okay. Now, what will you learn? Okay. Okay. Before that, there's a disclaimer. See, I'll try to add. Okay, I'll not try to add. I hate this word "try" when I say this, especially when I say this. I'll definitely add as much value as I can in just 1 hour, in next 1 hour, 1 or 1.5 hour. Okay. Enough for you to go and practice these things and publish a book in 5 days. If you follow what I discussed, you'll definitely do it. Okay. If you follow it. Okay. But at the same time, I can't make sure that you'll do it because I'll not be there with you if you're doing it yourself. Okay. To make sure that you'll do it, I'm going to offer you something, which is the 5 day challenge, the 5 hours challenge. Okay, and there is a sale after this event. Okay, after I deliver everything, I'll tell you how to join and what all thing you'll get in the 5 hours challenge. Okay, why I'm telling this right now because I see a lot of people they attend webinars, they don't listen to anything till for the first hour. Okay, because they know that this guy is going to sell something. They have all the energy in the sales part. Okay, they miss everything, and they don't achieve anything. Okay, obviously they don't buy, and they don't get any value out of it because they haven't listened anything in the past 1 hour. Okay, so if we have anyone like that, I request you to please leave because I want only serious people who, no matter you want to join or not, if you are here, I want to stick to the end and understand what I'm saying because I'm investing my time, right? And my time is very precious. I don't want to waste it on people who don't value time. Okay. So if you want to know how I sell, the webinar open, you can join me after 1 hour and see how I sell. That's different. Okay. But if you're here, focus on what I'm saying. And when it comes sales, you will get a chance to leave or whatever you want. Okay. So I'm gonna share a step-by-step formula on how you publish a book on time. Okay. Now I will not say that you will do it in 5 days. or 10 days or 1 month. Okay, because you are going to do it at your own pace, right? But this formula will help you to do it on your time, on a time. Okay, so if you think you want to do it in 5 days, we have to modify this formula or fit in this formula in a way that it fits in 5 days. If you have 1 month, you have to modify it for 1 month. Okay, but the steps are same, right? Now, one more pro tip I would like to give you over here. A lot of people join gym. Okay, and this is how actually the gymming world, the gymming business, they grow. Out of 100 people, only a few they continue. All of them they go for a month and they quit. So the gyms, they are never full. Okay, they book more people than they can afford, and this is the only reason they do it, because they know people will not continue. Okay, the reason when people join gym, a lot of them, okay, they want to be Tiger Shroff in a month. Okay, that's not possible. And when you see that, okay, there is a learning graph, it's taking time, you lose interest and you quit. Okay, so if you want to write a book, I strongly suggest don't give yourself a lot of time. Try to do it in a week. Okay, it's okay. Nothing is perfect. Even Amir Khan is not perfect, right? Nothing is perfect. Don't aim for the perfect book, but your first book should be there in 1 week. If you can do it in 1 week, uh, it's really gonna be difficult for you to do it in 1 month also, right? So keep, uh, you know, mark your calendar. Today is what, 27th, right? So 1 week or 10 days, mark your calendar and try to complete everything that we discussed in just 1 week. Okay, don't go beyond that. Okay. So let's start with the why. Okay, let me ask you your why. Let me open the chat for all of you for now. Okay, the chat is open. I want to understand your reason why you want to write a book. Since you guys are here, obviously you want to write a book. Okay, I want to know your reason, because everything you do, there are a lot of wrong reasons to do things, and there are only few right reasons to do things. Okay, Mohammed is saying fame, inspire others. Okay, author, you want to be an author. Okay, anything else? Anyone? Come on, go on. Feel free. It's okay. Yes, you'll get the recording. Don't worry. Best-selling author. Okay. See, understand one thing. There are a lot of reasons. Okay. Personal branding. Okay. 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 You're writing a book. Perfect. Awesome. See, there are a lot of reasons to do things. Okay. Let me just people share my ideas. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So let's first understand the wrong reasons why people do it. Okay. Lead magnet. Fine. Okay. See, when I say wrong reason, it's not like you are not getting these things. You'll get those things. But you start with these things in mind, it will not help you to make the best use of your book, or make get the best out of yourself. Okay. So first, you want to earn a lot of money using your book or by selling your book. If you want to boost your brand, if you want to generate more leads, you want to build credibility, those things are there. Those things are there. Okay. But this is not. This should be the right reason to write a book. The right reason should be, before that, how many of you remember this photo or this scene from Spider-Man? Okay, can anyone just type in what is the dialogue? What is the dialogue in the chat room? Let me see if you guys watch movies or not. Yeah, right. This is basically Spider-Man, and this is Uncle Ben talking this to Spider-Man. This is Peter Parker, not even Spider-Man. Okay, Uncle Ben is saying this thing. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay, and as human beings, we have three superpowers. Okay, all of us, we have three superpowers. And Mohammed, to tell you, yes, we all are superhumans because we have these superpowers. And these three powers, no one else has. Like no plant, no animal, no creature. Okay, they don't have these powers. Only we have as human beings. And there are three T's. There are three T's. Okay, we know how to talk, we know how to type, and we have technology. Only we have those three T's. You ask your dog to type, he can't. You ask any plant, you ask a cow, No one can do it, only we can do it. And like they say, with every superpower we have some responsibility. Okay, so it's gonna be unfair if you don't use these powers for the betterment of the society. Okay, now the right reason, now you must have got it, the right reason is to add value. Okay, so if you start with adding value, you'll get everything that you want. Like, you'll build credibility, you'll generate more leads, you can have better career growth, it makes you immortal, it gets you more visibility, passive income. So everything you get. But the reason should be very clear. You want to add value. Because if you're not adding value, if you're just writing to build credibility, okay, you'll now maybe you start bragging about yourself, and nobody interested in you. Okay, nobody interested in me. They don't want to know how good I am. They want to know what all thing I can do for you, right? Similarly, no, your audience, they don't care who you are. They want to know what you can do for them. Similarly, more leads. You might get a lot of leads with some catchy tagline, with some good script, and a crappy book. Okay, but when people get this crappy book, will they come to you? No. Even if you call them, mail them, message them, they'll say, okay, no, you don't have the skill set. I will not come to you. Similarly, career growth. Now, this thing is really interesting. It makes you immortal. So it's like we all will die. Maybe tomorrow, after a month, after a week, after 10 years. I don't know. 50 years. I don't know. But our book will never die. So your grandkids can still see this book and they can proudly say, okay, you know what? This is my father, my grandfather, my grandparents. Okay. So that makes you immortal. Visibility, yes. But one thing is, see, I want to know how many of you have businesses, how many of you are business owners, or you want to start a business. I want to know it. Can you just type in the chat I? Do you have anyone who is a business owner who want to start a business or already have a business? Yes, okay. So, okay. Okay, so I can see a few eyes. Okay. The thing is, now you might have understood this already. Since last 1 year, since the COVID time, okay, we are seeing a lot of people offering a lot of services. We see a lot of people offering the same service at different price. Now, there are two ways we can compete. Okay, one, we can compete on the price. Okay, somebody is doing for 100 rupees, I'll do 50 rupees. Okay, 50 rupees, I'll do 10 rupees. 10 rupees, I'll do for 1 rupee. Okay, 1 rupee, I'll do free. That is one way of competing, and that way we'll never lose, never win. Okay, we can never compete with on price with anyone. Second way, you position yourself as an expert, and your book can actually do that for you. Now, let's say, for example, you are a fitness trainer, for example, okay, and there are a lot of fitness trainers out there. What makes you stand out? A best-selling book with thousands of readers. When people are talking about you, okay, you know what? This guy is a fitness trainer. He's very good, and he has added a lot of value in his book. If you want anything about fitness, you want to lose weight in 5 days, or not in 5 days, but in X amount of time, go and read this book. This guy knows his stuff. That makes you different. So if you're a business owner, I must say, you should consider writing a book if you want to stand out. Otherwise, it can just compete with others. And competition is not always healthy. Now, let me give an example. Dr. Nikhil, he practices in Delhi and Gurgaon. He's a doctor. I told you he's a doctor. Okay. Now he's an MD. He published his book, I think, in December 2020. I was talking to him a couple of months ago, and he was like, Anshuman, you know what? I did a mistake by writing this book. And I was a bit shocked. I'm like, what are you saying? And he was like, okay, I'm an MD. I have the certification, I have everything, qualification. I had patience. But after this book, after it became bestseller, I'm struggling to manage my patience. The number has increased a lot. So he was just, putting that in a comic way that I made a mistake. But this is how he used his book to increase the footfall in his clinics. Okay. Now, before we start actually how you can do it, let us discuss why people can do it. And you can find it on Google. 97% people who start to write, they don't even finish. And out of 1,000 people who do finish their book, okay, so who write, Only 30 of them actually finish, and out of those 30, only 20% of them actually publish. Right? See the number. And when I say out of these 100 people, and that is a small fraction, a lot of people they don't even start. So writing a book or publishing is not very easy. But again, it's not complicated. It's simple. People made it complicated. Now let's understand why they fail. I call it they don't have proper EDC. Okay. Let me go through them. The first okay, that is procrastination. And it goes without saying, procrastination is a bitch. Okay. Either you do things right now or you forget it. Like you might have heard Kabir saying, "Kal kare so aaj kar." Right? Now there are some people who have made their own version of it. They made it like something. I know some of you might not understand Hindi, so don't worry. It's just a small line of poem, so I have to tell it in Hindi, but don't worry. Okay. So some people have made it their version of it. They made it आज कर सो कल कर सो परसों इतनी भी जल्दी क्या है जब जीना है बरसों. But this thing doesn't work. Right? You have to do it on time. If you keep things pushing on, so tomorrow never comes, right? You have to do things on time. So either you procrastinate or you do things. So a lot of people they think, okay, let's wait for the right time, or let me do it tomorrow, and they never do it. Second, perfection. We discussed it. How many of you have seen? How many of you think Amir Khan is a good actor? Just type in yes. Amir Khan and Amitabh Bachchan. Just type in yes, whatever. Yes, okay. You think he's, people call him Mr. Perfect, right? We'll call him Mr. Perfect. Have you seen this movie, Thug of Hindustan? I don't think most of you have seen this movie, Thug of Hindustan. It was disaster. And it has Amitabh Bachchan as well as Amir Khan. Okay. So that proves that no one is perfect. People do mistakes. In fact, insan is a Urdu word which means galti karne wala. People, someone who does mistakes and learns from his mistake. So we'll all do mistakes. No one is perfect, right? But if you try for perfection, you never achieve that. Okay, and you never complete your job. You always try to do something better, but you never finish it. Perfection. Third, self-doubt. A lot of people think they can't do it. But let me tell you, if you know how to send a message on WhatsApp, you can write a book. If you know how to talk, if you know how to talk to a friend over a call, you can write a book. It's that simple. Again, when I say simple, it's not easy, but simple. So don't think that you can't do it. You can do it. Always start with a yes. If you you're sure that you can do it, you can never do it. If I think that I can't conduct this webinar, this masterclass, I can never conduct this masterclass. Right? First, you have to believe that you can do it. Now, lack of clarity. Okay. Again, this is a critical thing. A lot of people. Okay, for example, let's assume that you have never written a blog post in your lifetime, and you want to write a book of 500 pages in 5 days. That's not very practical, right? You've never written a blog post, and you want to write a 500-page book in 5 days. Anyway, in the 5-day challenge, we have Manali Kale, who is in the Asia Book of Records for writing the longest book in 5 days, that's 300 something words. Okay, I'm not saying that's not possible, but it's not very practical expectation. Okay, first you need to set your goal, which is practical. Then you should know what you're going to write on. What the topic is, a fiction, non-fiction. If it's non-fiction, what's the plot? If it's fiction, what the message you want to convey. If you want to serve everything, include everything, will not be able to deliver anything, right? So clarity is important, and it's as important as oxygen. And we just discussed this, right? Expectation. So this is the most important reason why people fail. So I'm going to share my 5-step formula that can help you write a book in just 5 days, and more than 200 Indians have done that. So there are few books from this family. You can see that all of them are bestsellers. Now this formula is only for you. Okay, when it's only for you, it's because You guys chose not to quit. You're not afraid of the sales. You're not afraid of the hard work that you're going to put in, because you're going to put in hard work. Okay. So it's only for you if you really want to put in hard work. Now, the first thing, you want to upgrade the mindset. So I always say this thing. You have seen my videos, previous videos, you might have seen this thing. Before you develop any skill set, you need to develop the mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, no matter how skillful you are, you can't do anything. Okay. Now, there are common excuses that I hear from authors, to be authors, not authors, but to be authors, when they start or when they think about writing a book. One, this is not for me. Okay. Why do you think so? No matter who you are, you have a story to share. If you're not sharing your story, you are doing injustice to yourself. First. Second, if you're a student, it will help you get a job. If you're a business owner, it will make you, stand out of your competition. If you're a housewife, it will help you to share a story. And I'll give you an example. I'll not share the name. She's from West Bengal. She's a Rangoli artist. Now she teaches thousands of people across the globe. She joined me in, I think, November, December something. She tried to enroll, she didn't, okay, because of self doubt. I called him back. I saw her number in the lead thing. I called her back and I asked her why. She was like, I'm just an housewife. How can I do it? And now, not only she published her book, a best-selling book, she's not no more just a housewife. She's training thousands of people across the globe on how to make rangoli, right? So this is for anyone who really wants to make a change. Okay, I'm not an author. This is the second excuse. Honestly, even I'm not an author. I'm an accidental author. I became an author by accident. Okay. So if I can do it, obviously you can do it. I don't have a command on language. This is the third excuse. Now, tell me two things. Okay. Option number one. Okay. I ask you to take a self-portrait and send it to me. Option number one. Okay. Option number two. Take a selfie and send it to me. Which is better? Option number one, just type in the option that you think is better. Option number one, can you take a self-portrait? Option number two, can you take a selfie? Which is more comfortable? Which is more selfie, right? Why? Because this is the language we talk. Now, I don't know how many, I don't know about you, but I follow Shashi Tharoor. I'm sure most of you know who Shashi Tharoor is. I follow him just for one reason, to improve my vocab. Okay. Every time I go through his Twitter, I read his tweets. Most of the time, okay, not every time, but most of the time, I stop. I go to Google to find a word, find the meaning of that word. I come back to Twitter. Okay. Now understand one thing. I'm not Shashi Tharoor, and if you are my reader, you are not here to increase your vocab. You want to know what value I can add. Okay. If it's about English vocab, that's a different story. But if it's about writing a book, about being fit, or about how to make rangoli for that matter, or how to cook biryani, okay, they don't care about the vocab. They want it to be easy to read. Okay, so it's okay if you don't have command. And I strongly suggest that a lot of people do this mistake. They try to impress the readers by using a lot of fancy words. Don't try it. Don't do it. Use simple words that they can understand. Use talk their language. Okay. Fourth, I'm no better than others. That's one more excuse. Now, again, the thing is, you are always over here. Always find 100 people over here, 100 people over here. Right? So, you can never be the best. At any time, you can see 100 people over here who are not as good as you. You can help them. And if you help them, you will reach here. And they'll reach here. That's a different story. But you'll improve, right? And you don't have time. And this is one of the biggest excuses I get. I don't have time. I have a day job. I have a business. I have my studies. Tell me one thing. If tomorrow is the date of your vaccine, will you leave your job and go for the vaccination? Or you'll say, no, I don't want the vaccination. My job is important. I'll work on my desk. No, right? You'll go for the vaccination. It's all about prioritizing things. So if you know that your book can change your life, you'll have time. You'll find time. Okay? So these excuses, I want all of you to get rid of the first step right now. Okay? Are we? Are you going to give excuses or do things? Say do. Say do. Just step in. I want to do. Or do. No excuses. I want to know how many of you really want to do things. Do. Okay. Awesome. 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 Now, the second thing is the ideation. Okay. First, you have to set your mind, clear the mindset. You have the right mindset. Okay. Now, only the mindset can help you, right? You have to take action. The second step is action. Okay. Ideation. Now, you should answer these six questions. We call them 5W1H. It's a global thing and it's a very famous thing. You can just go to Google and search for 5W1H. You'll find a lot of articles. So I'll not go deep into that. Okay. For the other question, why, what, who, when, where, how. Okay. You want to ask these questions every time you want to write. Okay. For everything you do. Okay. First, the title. What title you want? Why you want this title? Who are going to read this thing? Okay. Final title. Second, the content. Okay. Now, how you develop content? There are two ways. Either you do it by yourself. Okay. Do everything that comes to your mind and write a book and no one will read it because they don't need it. Okay. Second way, you go over there and see what people are searching for, what people need. Okay. In your field. So if you're a fitness trainer, see what people are searching for, where you can help people, not what you want to write, and write on that topic. Why they want to read it. So you have to answer all these questions. That is the second step, the ideation phase. Okay. The same thing you want to do where you craft the outline, the content, everything. Right. Third step is the content creation. Okay. Now again, there are two ways to create content. You have the mindset, you have all the details, all the points, everything. Now I want to add write content around that. Okay. Tell me one thing. Again, I would like to hear it from you guys. When you were a child, we heard a lot of advices from our teachers, parents, and advice something free. So everyone, even the auntie who stays next to your next door neighbor, even they come and they give some advice. Okay. Second, we have heard a lot of stories. What do you remember? Stories or advice? Stories or advice? Type in the chat. Stories or advice? Do you remember more stories or more advices? Stories, right? We remember stories. We don't remember the advices. Okay. So there are two ways to write your book. One, you give all the concepts. Okay. Give everything they want to know. But people will read it. They'll not enjoy it. Most of them will not complete it because they'll find it boring. And only few of them will remember what you've said. Okay. So after you create the structure, the ideation thing is done. You want to add the theory part, but not the only theory part. You want to back everything with a story. Okay. When I say story, I don't want you to build up something. Okay. I see most of you are above 20. Most of you. Okay. So you have 20 years of experience in life. You have seen those things. You have seen those people. They may be your friends, they may be your colleagues, they may be your clients, maybe your vendors. You have seen those people, right? Now you want to share those stories with everything that you want to explain. Yes, Raju, you are 70. Okay, that's okay, but you have 17 years of experience, Raju, and Yash, right? Uh, Neha, you're a food blogger. Okay, we'll talk about that, Neha. 16. Okay, wow, we're some young crowd, which is really great. Awesome, awesome. So you guys are future of India, future of this world, in fact. So I hope I'm expecting a lot from you guys. Okay, let's come back to this thing, and I'm stopping the chat for a while so that I don't get distracted because uh, let's focus on this thing. Then we'll have enough time to talk, right? Okay. So once your concept is ready, you want to add stories around it. Okay. When it's a story, you want to add real life stories, not some build-up stories. Okay. Then validation. When you say stories, you are eventually adding validation. Okay. So for example, I want to say this is how you write a book in 5 days. Okay. I share a story of, let's say for example, Manali. Okay. How she written a book in 5 days, which is an Asia Book of Record. Now when I do that, not only I'm making my point clear that you can do it, and this is how you can do it, I'm also saying that people have done it. Right? That adds validation on what you're saying. And It's like when you go to Amazon, you don't just buy. A lot of people they don't buy just looking at the title or this thing, the photo. They read the reviews, and they make a decision, right? So over here, you are actually telling people that okay, you know what? These are the people who have done this. So if they can do it, you can do it. The same thing which I did. Like I shared you my story, and I'm saying if I can do it, you can do it, right? So these validation you need, and then beautification. So you want to add some pictures, some quotes here and there. Okay, you want to add those things, but make one thing very clear: if you're not making a picture book, that's a different story. Use pictures sparingly, use quotes sparingly. Don't make it full of quotes and pictures. Use them as salt on the dish, not the entire dish. Salt is good. Without salt you can't eat. But if you make a dish full of salt, I mean it's of no use, right? So use these things for beautification as a pinch of salt. Now the fourth step is the proofreading. Okay, you prepare the content, which is good. You have your story, validation, everything. But at the same time, when you're writing, you might have done a lot of mistakes. I want you to take some time to correct those things. I take, say, SGA formula, spelling, grammar, formation. First, you check the spelling. Second, the grammar and the formation. For all the three things, you can use Grammarly. For the first two things, spelling and grammar, you can use the free version. That's good enough. So it will check your spelling and grammar. If you don't know what Grammarly is, just you can Google what Grammarly is. So that's okay. I'll not go deep into the technical stuffs. Okay. The formation for that you want to read again and again, or multiple time, at least a couple of times, and you will know. Okay, now this thing can be better. Okay, you can change the sentence, tweak the sentence to make it more impactful. Okay, so that is the last step, which is I call the SG formula is proofreading and copywriting, both the things. Okay. Now the fifth step is publishing. Okay. Now three ways you can do it. You can make it a Kindle, paperback, and audio. Now a lot of people why they don't publish is because when I say publishing a book, they think like okay, we have to go to publisher, we have to pay them money, and they will print something like this, which I have to sell or they will sell, and I get there are a lot of complications over there. But things are not difficult nowadays. Okay, maybe before 10 years it was just a story, but now things are not difficult. There are a lot of options you have to self-publish your book. Okay, so no matter you want to do it paperback or ebook, you can do it yourself. So paperback, obviously we need because still there are a lot of people, there are a lot of readers, they prefer physical books, right? So obviously you want the paperback. Apart from that, when if you are a business owner, okay, you can send this book to your clients and you can increase your brand value and all. If you are a student, you want to go for a job interview, for example, you can carry this book and you can give this your interviews. Okay, this is my resume and this is my book, and you'll get out. I mean, I'm not saying you can bribe them. Okay, I'm not saying that. You can show them. Okay, this is my book I've written, and this is how it looks. Okay, so along with resume, just go through this as well and give it back to me. I don't want to bribe you. Okay, and the audiobook. Audiobook is because a lot of people, and this trend is increasing. A lot of people want to hear it. Don't want to read it. Okay, and this trend is increasing day by day. But the problem is in India, Amazon doesn't allow ACX. You can publish audiobook in India. So there are different options. Like you can record it, you can upload on some server, you can make it a podcast out of it. Okay, and obviously the Kindle thing. Excuse me. Obviously the Kindle thing because uh, most of the people who want to read a book or buy a book, they go to Amazon, not to Flipkart or any other site. Okay, and having a book on Kindle gives you a lot of exposure. So Kindle is something you must have. Paperback, yes, because a lot of people want to read the physical copy, and audiobook because the trend is increasing. So this is what you want to do. I call it the omnipresent. You have to be everywhere, not limit yourself to only publishing a hard copy that no one will read. Okay. Now, I want to know it from you. Do you guys think this was helpful? Or if any question, you can ask me. A lot? Yes. Yes, really. Okay, awesome. Now, I'm stopping the chat for a moment, or let it be. Let it be. Let the chat be there. You can type in whatever you want. Like I told you, the gym, give in the gym example. Okay, a lot of people join the gym, but they don't continue. They don't get the result because they quit. They're not consistent. They don't have the company. They don't have anyone to boost. Their support and all. I'll give one more example. A lot of people they commit a lot of things as a new resolution, like I'll quit cigarette, I'll lose 10 kilo in a month, and all the shit. Okay, all the shit. Very few of them actually stick to that. Okay, so if you're one of them, it's okay. You can practice whatever we have discussed so far, and you can actually do it. I have a question. What are the publishing platforms on Amazon? Uh, For the Kindle, Amazon is the only option. Okay. For paperback, we have multiple options like Motion Press is there, which is leading, and there are a lot of. You can just Google for self-publishing platform. You'll find a lot of them. I suggest going for Motion Press. Okay. I don't get any commission, but I feel that is better. I mean, that's comparatively better than others. So that's what I suggest for the paperback. Notion Press. Let me type it. Uh, okay. Notion Press. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now, so if you have one of them who always do what you want, what you're committed, and you have committed so far that you'll do it, I mean, you can do it. You don't need to join anything. Okay. But if you're someone who ever failed to do anything that you wanted, I think you need support or community or mentor or a live platform where you work with people who will push you to do things. Because writing a book is boring. Let me tell you this thing. Writing a book by your own is boring. I have published 12 books so far, and trust me, I still feel it's boring. Okay, but the difference is I have a community. I have people with whom I talk. I tell them that I'm writing a book, so they keep on bugging me on sure what is the status of the book, and that's the reason I do it. That's the reason I'm able to complete it. Otherwise, writing a book is boring. So a lot of people might not be able to stick to the structure. They'll do maybe the ideation part, and they say, okay, yeah, it's taking a lot of time, it's boring. No, let me do it later, and later it never comes, right? We will take all the question, or we'll take all the questions. Okay, let's take the last question. The question is in a suggestion how to marketing a book without spending any penny. Yes, Sumit. Yes, we have option. We have a lot of options for that. We'll cover everything. So okay, I'm going to tell you about the 5 hours challenge. Okay, and we cover everything. We start from ideation till publishing till marketing. Right. So we are going to discuss everything right now. But at the same time, again, I want to remind you this thing. I'm going to introduce my 5 hours because whatever I've told you so far, you can practice those things. You can leave. You can work on those things, and no one can stop you from publishing a book on time, apart from you. Okay, so if you have that willpower, go and start working, and you can publish a book. And after you publish a book, just let me know, tag me on Facebook with your book, a link or a post, and I'll definitely promote your book in front of my Facebook have 5,000 plus, LinkedIn 5,000 plus, tweet. So more than 10,000 followers, I'll promote your book for free. Okay, that's a gift from my side. I'll do it, but you have to do it. Okay, but if you okay, Vinith, the size and everything we'll discuss. So let's do one thing. If I answer your question right now, I won't be able to cover the add the value right now. Okay, so we'll take all the question after I'm done. Okay, is that fine? Okay, thanks. So I'm just stopping the chat for a moment and open it in some time. So yes, if you can, if you want, you can go and do it yourself. And once you publish, make sure you tag me, and I'll promote your book in front of my 10,000 followers. Okay, that's a gift from my end. Only because you joined, you showed up on time, and I have to do something for you, right? And I'll do everything in my part to help you, right? But if you think that you may not be able to do it yourself because you have joined gym but you didn't have the six pack yet, you committed a lot of things on 1st of Jan and you quit before February or April, right? Then this is something that you might want to look at. and it's a 5-day challenge. And why did I say challenge? Because can you spot the difference? I have biryani and Maggi on my screen. Okay. Now both are yummy. Both are favorite food of a lot of people. But there's a big difference. Both of them are simple. They're not complicated. Okay. If you know how to make biryani, you will make it. That's not difficult. It's simple. Simple. Okay. But to make biryani, first you need to learn it, you need to master it, and then is it comes in you, you will do it anytime. Okay, and it takes time. First, you have to learn. Second, you have to invest time. But in Maggie, just put it in hot water and you're ready. Right? Writing a book is not like Maggie. It's like biryani. Right? You have to learn it. You have to invest it. In your time. Okay, energy, and once you learn it, it's very simple and it's delicious. It's more, uh, you know, healthy than Maggie. Okay, so it's not gonna be simple, and that's the reason I call it challenge. Okay, now, like I was saying, this challenge not for you. If you always stick to your resolution, it's not for you because so far whatever we discussed, you can practice those things and you can publish a book. I'm sure I can guarantee that. Okay. Second, you want to learn from mistake. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, there are a lot of people they want to learn from their mistake. I have done that. Okay, I still do that, but it takes you a lot of time, money, and energy. Right? If you don't want to invest. If you want to invest this much energy, time, and money to learn from your mistakes, I'm sure this is not for you. You can go back and do whatever you discuss. Do it, make mistakes, learn from it, again do it, make a better version of yourself and do it. It take time. Okay. And third is you don't want to get out of comfort zone. You don't want to invest time. You don't want to invest energy. Then obviously this is not for you because it's not a easy peasy thing. It's a challenge. Okay, so it's gonna be challenging. Now, for whom this challenge is for? Like we discussed, if you're entrepreneur or coach, side hustler or trendsetter. Okay, so we know what you all you know what you mean by entrepreneur, coach, side hustler, but what is trendsetter? Okay, like I give an example of this female. Okay, the Rangoli artist. She was a housewife. Now she trains thousands of people across the globe. I call them trendsetters. There's one more person I am happy. So if you guys can, you can join me live at 6:30 on my Facebook page. I'm conducting an interview of an author. He's making a big change. He's helping women to get out of the kitchen and stand in the podium, right? So if you want to make a change, and changes are not something very big, right? If you know a simple thing, for example, how to make tea, 100 ways about on how to make tea, or make let's say for example Maggie, 50 recipe how to make Maggie. You can try it. Okay, if you don't know, I don't know. Just go to Google and search the story of Jumbo King. Okay, Jumbo King Vada Pav. That's very interesting story. And what he does, he just sells Vada Pav. Okay, but he's a trendsetter. After Jumbo King, we see a lot of similar copycats. For example, take this example, $5 challenge. Okay, now I see a lot of so-called challenges like $3 challenge, $7 challenge, $12 challenge. So if you want to be trendsetter, this is for you. Now the price. Okay, the price is currently 5,000 rupees. Okay, from July it's gonna be 7,250. You can check it on the website. I'm sharing the link with you. Satya, can you share the link, please, if you're there? Satya, Ishira, can you just share the link? Okay, I didn't want to go open the browser right now. Okay, so Satya will share the link. You can go and check it. Otherwise, just you can go search my name. You'll find it. So the thing is, you have investing 5,000 rupees now. And if you join in July, you are going to invest 7,250 rupees. This is worth it. Okay, you should know whether it's worth it. Otherwise, there's no point joining. If it doesn't worth it, why should you invest? Not if it's not worth it, why should you waste 5,000 rupees, right? So let's calculate the revenue. Okay, there are two ways you can make the revenue out of your book. One is direct sales. Second is indirect sales. Now, when it's a direct sales, uh, Okay, so when it's a direct sales, you're just selling your book. Okay, you're just selling your book. And indirect sales is basically you're using your book. Okay, I'll come to that later. So these are two ways. And if you ask me, you can earn more money by using your book, by the indirect sales rather than direct sales, by just selling your book. Okay. Now let's say, for example, how much money you can generate by direct sale. Okay. So by default, the lowest price that you can offer on Amazon is uh, $2.99. That is around 220 rupees. Okay. So let's take a round figure. You want to sell your book for 300 rupees. Okay. And Amazon gives you 70% royalty. So for every sale, you get 20 rupees. Now, let's say, for example, you sell 60 copies a month. Okay. So that's just 2 copies a day. And I'll tell you how to do that. Don't worry. Just 60 copies. Okay. Let's say, for example, 1 month. You sell 1 copy. Okay. A day. And you sell 60 copy in 2 months. You'll generate 2,000 rupees. That is the direct revenue. Okay. So by investing 5,000 rupees, the direct revenue is you're getting is 12,000 rupees in just 2 months max. Okay. Now let's talk about the indirect revenue, which is actually interesting, which is more than this. Let's say, for example, you offer service or product which is of 5,000 rupees, 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. Okay, that's the service price of your product or service. Okay, in a month you get only 5 clients just by showing them your book. You're telling them that, you know what, I'm expert on this topic, on this subject. I'm a best-selling author of this book. And okay, by the way, this is not my book. I'm not promoting it. I'm just giving an example. I'm keeping it back. Otherwise, you might think that I'm promoting her book. By the way, it's a very good book. If you don't read it, I would suggest you can read it. But anyway, that's not the agenda. Uh, so, okay, let's give the example of this book only. She's a productivity coach. Okay, she calls herself a productivity coach, and she's a very good coach. After she got her name in Asia Book of Record, just check her presence on social media, especially on LinkedIn, the followers, the engagement she's getting, right? So if you can get only 5 clients a month, you are getting 50,000 rupees. Okay, so that is the return you are getting. If you use your book in the right way, if you follow the strategy which I'm going to share, you can actually make 10 folds of what you invest in just 1 month, max 2 months, not more than that. So this is a screenshot of my this month earning from only from books, okay, not from threadholds or anything on the book. This is till 20th June. If you see on the left, I have the royalty of Amazon. Uh, that is 14,000 rupees royalty from this Amazon not in, and $111. That is till 20th June. Okay, and okay, I have I think 6 or 7 books on Amazon out of these 12. So it's from all of them, not just one of them. And I'm not saying that you can expect this much amount in your first month. Okay. But the thing is, I don't promote it. But you promote it, you can definitely get amount like this if you promote it. Okay. Now I got 60 sales and around 4 lakh I generated in 20 days in June. Okay. Everything because of this book, my books, not the particular book, but my books. Okay, and I don't spend more than 30,000 rupees per month. Okay, I don't spend more than 1,000 rupees per month on ads. And when I say ad, it includes ad like this also for webinar like this. Okay, it's not only for the courses or my services, right? So just this is only give you an example idea of how much you can earn, right? So what you will get in the 5 days? Okay, one, it's gonna be 5 days live workshop. I'm gonna work with you for 5 full days. Okay, every day we'll meet for 1 hour. Okay, sorry, you can ignore the second point. You can ignore the second point. So basically, we are going to meet every day, not only for Saturday. We'll meet every day for 1 hour from Monday till Friday. Okay, Monday to Wednesday, I would say. Monday to Wednesday and Friday. Thursday, that is day 4. Okay, is the publishing day, and there's no time limit. So we published all the books live It takes 1 hour, 2 hour, 10 hours. I don't care. Okay, and that is the period. Now the breakdown. Day one, we are following the same strategy that we discussed. Okay, nothing different. The ideation day one. So we'll use to grab the title, subtitle, the cover image, description, because this is the first thing that people see on your book. Okay, so when you go to Amazon or when you go walk into the bookstore, the first thing you see is the book cover. Then you read the title, subtitle, and then you read the blurb or the description, and then you go to the reviews, and then you make a decision you want to buy the book or not. Okay, so again, there are a lot of way you can do it, but there are only a few ways you can do it. Right. Okay, there are only a few right ways of doing it. So I'll share my thing, like how you can do it. We'll brainstorm, we'll come up with ideas for you. Okay, and day one is only for that, the ideation. So we'll craft the basic thing that people need to see when they just walk into a store, or they want to go to Amazon to search for a book like yours. Okay, so for example, I publish a book, my first book. No one knows me. People will not search for my book. They search for things that they need, and it's our responsibility to show them our books, right? So those things we discuss on day one, and we're not going to discuss them. We are going to actually do them, right? So there are a lot of workshops where they give you all the gyans and everything, that this is how you do it, this is how you do it. But here we actually do things. We don't talk, we do. Day two is the most interesting day and the most challenging day. Okay. Day two is the day when you create the content. Okay. So basically, we craft the content of your book in just one day. Okay. A lot of people feel it too good to be true, but this is the fact, and you have proofs. Okay. You can go to my page and you can see a lot of reviews. And this is so okay. Since we're talking about reviews, let me give you a quick tip out of context. Okay. Out of context. And this is how you actually, I choose my coaches. I have coaches like Dan Locke, Pen Jung. In India, we have Sales, Gopal Krishnan, right? One thing I would like to check whenever you want to go for any coach or any program, first see if they have the review tab enabled on the page. A lot of people, they don't dare to enable it because there is no control, right? For example, if I enable the review tab on my page, I don't have any control. Anyone can go and type anything. I can modify it, I can remove it. And that's the reason a lot of people, they are afraid of enabling this. Okay, so if there is no review tab, that's a red signal. Hi, think before you join. Okay, that's a red signal. Now, when you have a review tab, just see what people are talking, and then you make a decision. And you can go to my page and you can see what I'm talking about. So yes, we craft the content in just one day. Okay, that to be without writing a single word. Now you might be, yes, without writing a single word. I can see a few eyebrows raised. Yes, in one day without a single word. Now you might be thinking you must be using some text-to-speech tools, speech-to-text tools, and things like that. Yes, yes, we are using it. But again, there are a lot of ways to do it, right? So let me ask you this thing. Let me open the chat for a while. Let me ask you this thing. Uh, you must have heard this, right? Practice makes you blank. Okay, I want you to fill in the blank. Practice makes you blank. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. 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 Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Professional. A fool. Okay. Okay. Organized. Okay. Okay. I really. Okay. Okay. Permanent. Yes. Permanent. Yes. Vinit, thanks you. Thank you. So basically, when we say practice makes you perfect, that's not true. So for example, I want to practice boxing. Okay, I don't have any coach. I just randomly throw punches. If my techniques are not right, I'll learn the wrong technique. And if I need to confront anyone, I'll break my wrist because I don't know how to punch. I've learned the wrong way, and I've been permanent. I've been habitual of punching the wrong way, right? So practice just makes you habitual. It makes you permanent. It makes you habitual. It doesn't make you perfect. But yes, practicing the right thing makes you perfect. Right. Similarly, there are a lot of tools that you can use for speech to text. And you practice the wrong way, you'll do more mistakes and you get habitual to the wrong thing. Right. So over here, I'll tell you how exactly you want to use the software. Because again, their software, they'll make mistakes, right? But I'll tell you how exactly you want to use the software. So that's day two, and that is the magic. When people ask me how to do it, this is how you do it. On day two, we create the entire content so that we have time to correct it. Now, day three, like I said, on day two, we prepare the content. Day three is for proofreading. Okay, we proofread, we correct things, we correct the mess. That is day two. And that techniques, apart from using, again, I gave you the tools. You can use Grammarly, you can use so and so tools. But again, you need to know how to use it the right way. Because I don't know, maybe you are using the right way, but I don't know, maybe you are using the wrong way. Maybe that's not the right way. Because I'll give an example. A lot of time, I see a lot of people uh, do the Grammarly check and they do mistakes. Because Grammarly sometimes suggests you weird things. You accept those things without even thinking because it's just Grammarly. Just one example, right? So there are a lot of things that people do by mistake. They don't know that they are doing mistakes, right? So over here, I'm going to tell you how you can actually use this tool in the right way. So that is day three. We proofread. And as I say, day four is the day, my favorite day, is the publishing day. Okay. We start on at 9 o'clock sharp. We keep on publishing your book. Both first, okay, we do on Amazon, Kindle, okay. And if you think your book is good enough to go for paperback, we do it on paperback as well. But that is not something I insist because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Okay. When you publish on Amazon or the Kindle, basically, okay, if you find any mistake, you can correct it. But if you print a book, there is no going back, right? So I don't suggest to publish the paperback and Kindle at the same time. I suggest publish a Kindle, get feedback, work on it, and then publish paperback. So day four, mostly we publish the Kindle only, but there are people who are really good, who really want to publish paperback. We publish a paperback as well. So we are not going to put in extra effort for that. The content that we crafted, the formatting, everything we have done on day three, they are good for paperback as well, right? So we can do that as well. So this is the magic day. Day four we publish, and the longest event so far, the launch event so far we had is we have in India Book of Record the launch event, but the publishing day we started 9 o'clock in the evening of Thursday, and till Friday afternoon we are publishing. Okay, and there was small breaks in between, but it was like that. It's not just 1 hour session or 2 hour session. So the difference is you will find a lot of people they talk about okay, I'll help you do it, I'll help you do that. They tell you what to do, and which I did for free. Okay, so I saved a lot of money. In fact, you can thank me later. Those things people share in the workshop. Okay, I've shared this in this webinar in the masterclass. Okay, what we do in the workshop is we actually do things. Okay, having knowledge is one thing, but getting things done is different. We get things done in the workshop. So day four we publish the book. Now somebody was asking, do you market it? That is day five. Day five is party time. You celebrate your books, and also I share a step-by-step strategy to promote your book for free. For free. Okay. Obviously, it's not fully free. There are a couple of things. I'd say it's a hybrid thing. Like a couple of things you do it for free. Few things you want to spend. Let's say, for example, ads you have to spend, right? You can run free ads, but there are a lot of things that you can do for free. And I give you. And a lot of people do this mistake. Okay, you know what? They spend a lot of money on ads. You don't need to. Okay, you have to spend money on ads. I'm not saying you don't have to or you don't need to. But apart from ads, there are a lot of things that you have to do. If those things are not right, you no matter how much money you spend on ads, they won't work, right? So we discuss everything, like what are the free way to promote a book, how to generate more revenue, how to generate use your book, not only sell your book but use your book. We cover everything on day five. So this is what we do in the challenge. Let me ask you this thing: how many of you think that this is worth much more than 5,000 rupees, or how many of you think it's worth 5,000 rupees? Just type I. I need to know. How many of you think it's worth 5,000 rupees? Worth it? Okay, Harish. Thank you, Harish. So I think, I mean, I can feel you. A lot of people have a lot of queries like, what if I fail? What if I don't get time? What if my book, yeah, what if I don't get time? What if I won't be able to generate revenue? Let me answer those things as well. So, what if you fail? Okay, this thing comes with the 100% money back guarantee, right? So, it's like, and tell you what, so far, no one has asked me for the money back yet. Okay, so let me tell you what. I'm going to work with you for 5 days continuously. Okay, Monday to Friday. Thursday, you are publishing. And if you do everything that we discuss and you still are unable to complete on time, it tells me that Anshman, I'm stuck over here and I'm going to work with you. I'm going to overcome that challenge. You have a family of 200 plus people who will help you to overcome that block and get things done. But still, if you can't do it for any reason, okay, that means you have tried everything, you implement all the strategies, you have done everything that we discussed, but you are unable to publish your book on time. Okay, all you want to do is drop. You don't need to drop a mail. You don't need to do that also. Just drop me a WhatsApp message or give me a call. Say, Anshuman, I practiced everything that you discussed, that you shared. I've done everything that you shared, but I'm unable to publish my book. Okay, you don't need to ask me for money. Don't worry. If you say this on day 5, I'll refund 100% refund. That is guaranteed. And like I said, the review section is on Facebook page. So if I don't do this, you are free to put your review. And if you publish your book, again, people have done, published their review, then when they publish the book, right? Now, what else? Okay, what else? So do you think this money back guarantee is something I really need to give? I don't think so. Because I know that is not required. Why I'm saying this? Because I know I don't need to pay this because I know we publish it. Okay, what is the fees? For as of now is 5,000 rupees. From July it's gonna be 7,250 rupees. So Satya, can you share the link so that they can just go to the link and they can enroll? Yeah, we accept credit card. Okay. The timing is from 9 to 10. Okay. Now what else? So money bank तो हो गया. What else? This, a lot of people will not share this thing with you. A lot of people will not share. They'll just give you the broader picture. They'll just share you, do this, do that, but they'll not tell you exactly what you can do. And I'll tell you, I'll give you my process, my template that you can just copy paste. Okay, just copy it, copy the structure that I do, and you'll make the best of your book. When I say you will make the best of your book, it's not just that you want you can only sell your book like you just saw. Selling your book is just one thing, but using your book is the most. There you will get a most more ROI, and you can just copy my formula. A lot of people will not do it. They will not dare to do it. I'm going to do it, and I've done it. Okay. Now again, this thing you will not find with anyone. A lot of people they don't do it. You will have on-demand one-to-one consultation. So during these 5 days, if you're stuck anywhere, what you can do is you can just give me a call. It might happen that I might be busy that time. I might not attend your call, but I'll call you back. Okay, that is for sure. We can talk one to one, and depending on your problem, we will not hang up the call until the problem is solved. Because I don't believe in just giving yans. I believe in getting to the solution. I believe in getting this done. So once we will hang up the call only after your problem is solved. So that is what we do, and that's on demand. And it's not just one time. During this 5 days, you can call me n number of times. Okay, but again, uh, I expect you to respect my time, and I respect your time. So obviously, I know you will not call me just for the sake of it. You'll call me only if you're stuck somewhere. But yeah, you're stuck somewhere. You can call me, and I'll make sure I'll get you out of that position. That is a guarantee. What else? You have like I said, with 200 plus authors and a group of these people, and you will be get their support as well. So it's not only me. So it might happen. Like for example, I'll give you my schedule. I tell you my schedule as of now. I sleep at 7 o'clock in the morning. I get up at 12 o'clock, and that's my schedule. I sleep sometime during the day if time permits me. There is no meeting, something. I take a nap during the day. So it might not happen that. It might happen that sometime, maybe I have other stuff to do, right? So I might not attend your call when you call me. That might happen. Though I'll call you back. But if you need something urgently, you have this WhatsApp group, and it's 24/7 live because I stay up during the night, and most of the human being they're up during the day. So you get 24/7 live support in the WhatsApp group. Okay. And okay, one more thing. Unlike other WhatsApp group, it's not like it's only open for the mods, or you can chat during the specific time bracket. It's open 24/7. So anytime you face any difficulty, just drop in a message in the group, and people will be there to help you, not just me. And as I told you, we have record holders, we have bestsellers, so obviously they can help. What else? A private Facebook group. Now, you'll say, oh, big deal. What's the big deal? There are a lot of people offering this thing. There is a big deal. There is a big deal. Because this is a group where you submit your assignments and where you have alumni. All these authors, okay, all these best-selling authors, I must say, they submitted their assignments. So you have access to their assignments. So you can go to this group, you see what these people have done. And every assignment, you can see the feedback, right? You can go through these things. So it's like, if you want to learn from mistake, like I said, you can do it. And but the thing is, you can make mistakes, you can learn from it, but it will take a lifetime to learn everything, right? The better option, the smarter option is learn from others' mistakes. So if you see these best-selling authors and you read their feedback and everything, and then you avoid those mistakes, so that will make your learning come really easy. And you're joining after almost, in fact, more than a year, so you have that advantage. You have people, a lot of people can refer to, right? So this is the beauty of this Facebook group. So if you take it seriously, if you really want to make commit less mistake, make the most use of this work, I would strongly suggest go and read the comments of all the posts, all the previous assignments. Okay. What else? Do you really want more, or you're happy? Or you really want more? More. Okay. Okay. This is a lifetime membership. Okay. So it's not like you have to pay every time. You don't have to pay every time. So we conduct this almost every week, this workshop of 5-day challenge. So if you want to publish a book after a week, after a month, maybe after a year, if I'm alive, okay, you are free to join it anytime you want. Not just only this 5-day of the challenge, but any workshop, any webinar I conduct on book marketing or book publishing, you are free to join. It's a lifetime membership. It's not like you have to pay every time you want to publish a book. And again, if you want to talk to me after maybe 6 months, okay, you want to discuss like how to promote your book, I'm not going to charge you for that. So you have lifetime, not only the free membership, this 5-day author challenge, but also to all my events, in fact, the consulting thing is free, a lifetime free. Okay, that's a different story. If you want me to do something, I'll charge for that. But for the consulting, I normally charge 35 grand for a half day consulting, right, to corporates. But for you, okay, obviously, I'm not going to spend a half day with you on a call. But anytime you stuck, anytime you need my help, you can call me. If I'm alive, I'll help you. Okay. Don't tell me you need more. Do you? I think, no? Okay, take one more. There are a couple of things I said has something special for you guys if you join now. Okay? Or if you join now, till we end this workshop. Okay? And we'll have the Q&A after I disclose those things. But if you join before we end this workshop, we'll get a couple of things. And they are, one, a physical copy of my latest book, that is Impossible Author. Second, one-on-one pre-training consultation, that is We're starting the training tomorrow, but if before that we can talk one on one on phone. Third, early access you'll get the Facebook page. Okay. Now third is no brainer. If you join now, add you. Otherwise, I'll add you tomorrow after 9 o'clock. But if you join now, you have this added advantage, right? Before you start, you know what or mistake you want to avoid. So tomorrow when you join, you'll commit less mistakes. Okay. Second, if you are not clear about the topic, if you don't know how to frame your thoughts, we can have a one-on-one call after this webinar, and till tomorrow 9 p.m. we'll discuss it, and I'll help you to create your book, the topic of your book, curate the right thing for your book, and this is only if you join during this webinar. Okay. Now the first thing, you'll say why this thing is required. I'll tell you why this thing is required. First, in this book, I've shared my journey. Okay, I give a glimpse of my journey in the starting of this webinar, but I've gone a bit deeper. I've shared a lot of extra things. So if you feel low, see, I have seen lots of ups and lows in my career. So people know that I have 4 business right now, but few of them know that I have failed miserably in 8 of them. Okay, so I have seen the hard fact of entrepreneurship. So if you are feeling low, I must tell you, if you read this book and you say, okay, now I'm better than this guy. So there was, I don't know whether I should reveal this or not on a public platform. There was a time in 2008, okay, I used to spend days on vada pav, only vada pav. I was that broke. So yeah, I've seen a lot of life. Okay, and I pray to God that none of you will see that ever. Okay, but still, that's one thing. Second, I also share how you can use the book, okay, to the best. Not just selling, but using the book. I will mention that. Third, I've also shared how you can write a book. Now you might ask you, okay, I have joined the workshop and uh, I know how to do it. So why do you need that? Okay, the thing is, you'll get the recording obviously, and you are free to join anytime you want. Okay, those things are already there, but that takes time. You have to invest more time for that. You have to join 1 hour webinar, 1 hour workshop every day, or if you have the recording, you have to skip, rewind, forward, all those things, right? But in the book, in the physical copy, I'm not talking the Kindle, the physical copy, you can actually bookmark. So if you want to write something, maybe after 2 months or something, you just open the book, go to the page. Okay, this is what I want to do. Okay, done. If you forget something, it's a reference for you, right? So that way, this book is helpful for you. And these things you'll get only if you join right now before we end this webinar. But everything else apart from this, you'll get for a lifetime. Okay, whenever you join, you'll get this. If you join before 31st, you'll get it for 5,000 rupees. If you join after 31st, it's going to be 7,250 rupees. 7249 basically, to be very precise, not 7250. Okay, but if you join, these 3 things will get. And you know what, what I tell you, this thing, the one-on-one pre-training thing, this is really what a lot than what you're paying, because clarity is the key. If you don't have clarity and you start working on it, I've seen people, they come back to me on day 2 and they say, Anshuman, we are stuck. We decided to write on this topic, but we don't know what to do. Help me out now. Okay. Now, though they have published a book, that's a different story. I told you, I speak to them, I build something, and we work on that. But you're wasting a lot of time. You wasted 1 full day out of these 5 days, right? Maybe you could have used that time to do something more, to add some more value, right? So clarity is the key. So if you don't have clarity on day 1, it's gonna be difficult, right? So this one-on-one call is really helpful if you really want to join, right? And a lot of times it happens, like people think that they have clarity. Okay, so I'll give you an example. There was a female, she wanted to write about how to be happy. Okay, she wanted to write about that, nothing wrong. I mean, she's a very wonderful person, and yeah, but when she started writing, she was like, okay, I don't have that much content. I don't have that much content. Okay. I was able to craft it and everything, but within 10 to 20 pages, I was done. What should I do now? Right? So sometimes you think that you have the clarity, but unless somebody asks you questions about that, and that's why we discussed the 5W and 1H, right? So unless somebody who asks you a question, somebody challenges you, you are not very sure that you have clarity, right? So one-on-one pre-training session, which is going to be hectic for me, but I do it because I don't want any job. So I want all of you to publish a book on time. So that's the reason I'm doing it. So it's going to be hectic. That's the first story. So yes, that's all from my end. Now I know you might have some question. Feel free to ask me anything. No, okay, not anything. Don't ask me about how many girlfriends I have. Anything about the book publishing thing. Okay, I'll be happy to answer it. Please. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in fact, since last three sessions, we have 100% publishing rate. Yeah. So anyone have any question? Please feel free to ask me. Yes, you'll get the recording of the webinar, but the recording of the webinar will not be so much helpful because I won't be there live in front of you. So now I am in front of you, so you can ask me anything that you want. Okay, you can see the webinar and you can refer to that, and you can take pointers out of it. But yes, uh, credit card, yes, we accept credit card. So basically, we have integrated Istamojo, so you can just click on that and you can use a credit card or anything that is allowed. Fees for now is 5,000 rupees. It's gonna be 72549 from 1st of July. Uh, Timing, okay. Monday to Wednesday is 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Thursday we start at 9 p.m. and there is no time limit. Friday we start 9 p.m. and Friday is basically party mode, right? So we'll try to wind up by 10:30, but depends on you. If you want to talk, we can talk for 11:30. That depends on you. So that's gonna be your day. You publish your book. You have the new authors, so that depends on you. 5 day, not sure. Okay, think again. People have done it. Okay. Okay. Now this is a very good question, Prashant. Uh, is publishing paper is a good idea in lockdown time? Yes and no. Okay. Now let me explain. But let me have some water first. Yes, it's a good idea because though it's lockdown, people are people, right? Though we are shifting toward the digitization and everything, people are more comfortable reading things on the mobile or watching Netflix than But there are still a major chunk of people, the most portion of people who still want to feel the book, right? And you just can't ignore them. You can't ignore them. One. Second, uh, if you're a business owner, for example, okay, may I know what do you do, Prashant? Prashant, may I know what you do? Let me 1 second. Let me unmute you. Okay, Prashant, you can unmute yourself, and you can unmute yourself. Let's talk. Yeah. So Prashant, what do you do?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Prashant. I'm from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
And I'm an internal auditor in a private company. I do internal auditings. And
Internal auditings.
yeah, yes, sir. I'm an auditor.
Okay. IT audits.
Sorry, sir.
IT audits. Or which kind of audit?
Uh, I'm a statutory auditor, sir.
Okay. Okay. And how you want to use your book?
I want always dreamed to be a writer, not only a domestic. I wanted to be recognized internationally. And the problem is when I published my book last year during May month, but unfortunately it was the peak time of lockdown, and none of the publishers were ready to take it as a paperback. So I forced myself to publish it in Kindle and other apps, other reading platform apps. So so I have got a success. I have got some 20,000 readers in that app in over a 1 year course of time. But I still wanted to publish it as a paperback, but not sure whether it's a good idea to publish it in lockdown because publishers are still not ready to take it. They're
Okay,
just denying it.
okay. Thank you. I got your point. So let me tell you this thing. I've stopped the screen share, so I can see you guys. And guys, I would request you to just turn your video so that I can really see you. It feel more like we are in the room, not see like he's in combat tour and I'm in India. Satya is in Malaysia, and but it feels like we are at the same place, right? Hi Dipanshu. So okay, now you're not the only one. So a lot of people do this mistake. They want to publish a book in the traditional way. Now the thing is that two kind of traditional publisher. One is actually the traditional publisher, and then they don't publish any random book. Okay, for that you have to follow up. The quality has to be really good, and even if they say they'll publish, they'll ask you for change. Even if they have the copyright team, they'll change the editorial content and something like that. Then there are some publisher, the so-called traditional publisher, but they are dummy traditional publisher. I call them. They'll publish anything that you want. They'll charge you lump sum money, a very good amount, okay, and they'll publish everything you give them, and you can fake it like if you have a you publish a book from a traditional publisher, okay. But the idea is you're not going to impress anyone, right? If your book is not up to the mark, it's not adding value. Even if you tell them, this is my book and it's published from this so and so publisher, people will not value it, right? Value matters. So what I suggest is rather than going for the traditional publishing thing, publish yourself,
Okay.
okay, and that gives you a lot of flexibility,
Right.
right? So I suggest that. So yes, to answer your question, Kindle obviously that's must. You can't ignore that. Okay, if you're not on Kindle, you're losing major chunk. But that physical copy, paperback, yes, you should do that. Not right now, but maybe after a week or so when you get some feedback, work on this feedback and publish your paperback. Right? I hope I answered the question. Uh, one second, one second. Okay, Neha, do you really guarantee that you will publish your book, at least one book? Neha, let me see if I have someone who will publish their book in this room. Okay, Harish, are you there? Harish Waila, are you there? Hi, Harish.
Yeah, Ansuman, I am here.
Yeah, Harish.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, would you like to share? So, okay, guys. Let me introduce him. So he joined this challenge few. I think when you joined in March only, right? March, April.
April.
April he joined. Okay, and he published his book again. I would like him. If I would request him to share his experience, so that when people say, think, is it possible? Is it difficult? Is easy? Because he has a very interesting journey. Harish, would you like to share your journey, please?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thank you very much to give me this opportunity.
This is mine, Harish.
So, so, so what happened that in my batch, all my colleagues are from the education background. They are teachers and professors. So, so a pressure on me. So till third and half day, I am unable to line out, draw down my topics, what I am going to write. So he asked me, and someone asked me that what is going on. I asked, I am stuck. I am unable to. find out any headings. What should I write? So he said, why you, why you wait for this 3.5 days? Why you call me? Why don't you call me? So I say sorry. Then he plan out that please do like this, and I follow that instructions, and within the right time I publish my book.
Right.
So
And
yeah, I share my links and all. So one questions I have read in the chat that how much pages and all. So this book is 32 pages, and this become a bestseller for 5 6 days.
so I'll answer that question. So and this question a lot of people ask. I'll address that as well. So one thing I would like to know about Harish. This is the first time he tried, and I'll not share the name. I think that might not look good, but he attended workshops of some of the well-known coaches. Okay, right, Harish? How many coaches have attended so far workshop before attending me?
Yeah, three.
Three, and all of them are really well known. Okay, but the okay, Harish would like to share the difference. Why you did this time, not before?
Because they collect the money and they flow. They start their programs and they are in a flow, and they have not any concern about where you stuck or not stuck. So they want to complete their course and
Okay, to put it in a better perspective, I would say they want you to do it. Okay, they tell you what to do, and they want you to do it. And like I say, a lot of people they join gym, but they quit. Over here, we don't let people do it. I'm gonna work with you. We have a team, a family of 200 plus people who work with you during these 5 days and beyond that to make sure we do things. We publish together. It's not like I tell you, okay, this is how you do it. You go and publish. No, we do it live together, and that makes you. And we got support from. So there is one saying in Hindi. खरबूजे को देख के खरबूजा रंग बदलता है, right? So you are a product of 5 people you spend time with. Okay, so when you spend time with people like this, who have already published their book and who are there to help you to push you to your limits, you anyway do it. Okay, and that's the reason. If you see the percentage rate, the completion rate, we have the highest completion rate. In fact, since last couple of batches, it's 100%. So yes, to answer your question, Neha, I really guarantee that you will finish your book on time if you follow all the strategies. And okay, only one thing can happen where you can't finish a book. One, you will not join the WhatsApp group so that no one can talk to you. Second, you will block me so that I can message you or I can call you, right? So we are blocking all the communication from my end and my team's end and from the private family end, and you do it just by yourself, then I can guarantee. But if you allow me to call you, if you allow me to message you, if you ask question in the WhatsApp group, you allow everyone to help you, no one can stop you from publishing a book on day 4. The only one can stop you is just you. Okay, just by blocking all of us. Just kidding. You'll do it. Okay. Uh, okay, food bloggers. Okay, those things we can discuss on a call, on one-to-one call, because if that takes time, I need to understand more about you. So after you enroll, you can call me and we can discuss it on one-on-one call. Timing is like I said, Monday to Thursday, Monday to Wednesday, 9 to 10 p.m. Thursday, 9 p.m. onward will start, and I don't know. After all your books are published, we'll wind up. It may take 4 hour, 5 hour, 10 hour. I don't know. Does Kindle plus author and no paperback physical copy technically make you an author? Kindle plus author. And I didn't get your question. Who is dot dot? Okay, I have a question from dot dot. I can see the name. So the question is, does Kindle plus author and no paperback or physical copy technically makes you an author? Uh, the answer is yes. a resounding yes. So when you become author, it's like when you publish a book, okay, no matter it's a Kindle or physical copy, technically you are an author because you are saying, if you're writing a book, you are saying that I have authority on this topic, and author is anyone who has authority on this topic, right? So technically you're an author. At the same time, I would suggest to go for a paperback and or physical copy, but not right on day 4, because I want you to spend some time rectifying the mistakes or getting feedback and working on the feedback. So within a week or two, I would suggest you go with the paperback as well. Okay, how much money will generate to Kindle on paperback? Neha. Okay. Now, I just shown the calculation, right? Let's say, for example, you are selling your book for 300 rupees. Okay, that example, let me show you that again. Let me share you that slide again. Okay. So let's say, for example, the book price is 300 rupees. Okay. I'm talking only about Kindle. I'm not talking about the paperback. Okay. Only the Kindle thing I'm talking about. And the royalty you are getting 200 rupees, 201, 210. You sell two, two copies a day. So in a month, you are selling 60 copies. Or let's say you sell one copy a day. So in 2 months, you are selling 60 copies. So the revenue will be 12,600 rupees. Okay, only by the direct book sale. But if you say you are a food blogger and you want, can I unmute you? I think that's gonna be easier. Uh, yeah, Neha, you can unmute yourself. Let's talk. Neha Pervine. I hope I pronounced it right. So I want to know what your goal is, right? So if you are, into freelancing thing, like you want to, yeah, Neha, let's hear it from you.
Hi, Ansuman. How are you?
I'm always good, Neha. How are you?
Thank you so much for
Please
your
raise your hand.
time. So, yes, I am a certified trainer. Okay, I'm a trainer, and I am looking forward to be a coach. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and I'm also very much interested in writing. Okay, so I am also been writing a blog. It's been a year now in 2020. So yes, I'm looking forward. I have written a couple of anthologies. I've participated in a couple of anthologies, and it is been getting published soon, that I can say. So this writing a book was really a childhood dream. You can say that I really want to be make my brand or something like that. Everybody has their own vision to level up or summon the things which we want. So yes, this is the only goal I have right now, because I really want to write like books, not only a book but books. So yeah, and I think that's why I saw your uh, advertisement over Insta, and I just quickly uh, scrolled up, and I just saw, and I thought to register myself. So that's the reason I got connected with you.
Okay.
So yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
Thank you, Neha. Thank you. Thanks for trusting
yeah.
me and joining this thing. And Sunday morning, you have spent almost 2 hours with me. So thanks a lot for that. Now, when you say coach or trainer, you're into fitness trainer or dietitian?
No,
Right.
basically soft skills, soft skills.
Soft skills. Okay. So now tell me
Yeah.
one thing. You since you are a trainer yourself, you know there are a lot of people who train about soft skills and everything. There are a lot of soft skill trainers. Okay. And the competition, you really, I don't want to tell you about the competition. So when you write a book and you position your book
Yeah.
in a way, don't you think you will be able to generate more leads for your business, right? So when you say generating revenue, it's not
Absolutely,
only about
absolutely.
the selling your book, okay? It's about using your book generate more business as well, and you will earn more than uh, what you have generated by selling your book, okay? So let's say, for example, this example. This is only for the sales, okay? Now let's say, for example,
Hmm.
your ticket price for the payment service you provide is 10,000 rupees. Okay. Now you can put your
Hmm.
price, your number, then you get to know how many revenue you can generate. Okay. Let's say, for example, 600 rupees your ticket price for the premium program, and you get only 5 people in a month, right? In that case, also,
Okay.
you are
Okay.
generating 50 grants per month just by using this book. So, this is how I would like you to calculate the revenue that gets generated by book, not just by selling your book. If you're
So
selling
listen,
a book,
once I, sorry to intervene. If once I enroll to your program, so we're going to discuss it more about, the incomes, the possibilities, the
yes,
achievements, right?
yeah,
And one-on-one conversation will be there with
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, till I die,
Yeah.
till I die.
And you are right. So and you see, there are so many webinars are going on right now about whether the masterclass or the soft skill or the communication or writing a book or anything, just not over internet.
Yeah.
So that was the reason, there are a lot of questions going on because see, I know it's not much amount, but still in this time taking out 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, even 1,000 rupees, you think once you take out the money,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So yes, that was the question. I'm so thankful to you for all of your answers. Thank you so much for your
I'm
patience.
glad I helped you. In fact, forget 5,000 or 10,000 or 500. Every penny counts.
Yeah,
Every penny counts. So I'm glad that
absolutely,
I was able to
absolutely.
help you solve your query. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. No, thank you so much, Anshuman. I'm
no
looking forward to talk to you in personal.
problem. Uh,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry, mean Kindle plus audio. Yeah, I think dot. I don't know your name. I can find your name. So, but yeah, no matter you are publishing a paperback or not, if you are publishing a Kindle, only Kindle, yes, you are an author. Kindle plus audiobook, yes, you are an author. Right? Uh, yes, you'll get recording. Vivo Y20, you'll get the recording. But again, there is one condition. Okay, so see, the target is to publish the book, not to just know how to publish a book. Okay, in this workshop, so you'll get recording of day one. Okay, if you want. Day two recording will get only if you complete the assignments of day one. Similarly, day three recording will get only if you complete the assignments of day two, right? That way. So if you're not completing assignments, you'll not get the recording because I don't want to just watch the video and do nothing. I want you to take action, right? So yes, you'll get the recording, but for that you have to complete your assignments. What size of book? Okay. Now, Ananta, the size of book, like Harish said, it was a 30 odd page book for him. My first book was not a book, it was a booklet. But again, at the same time, you see Manali, whose book is 300 pages around, and it's in Asia Book of Record. So, there's a large this thing. But let me give you some statistics, okay? According to research, 70% of the people who start reading a book, they quit after reading 60 pages. Okay, approx 70% people of percent of people they quit after 60 pages. So if you write 600 page book or 500 page book, not a lot of people will complete it. So I want your book to be small enough so that people can complete it. I'm not telling you write 50 pages, 60 pages, okay, but it should be good enough so that most of people can complete it. At the same time, it has to be long enough so that you can add as much value as you can, as you want. Okay, so honestly, if you ask me, for me, 100 page is a sweet spot. Okay, but at the same time, I've seen wonderful books who are less than 50 pages. In fact, as a productivity coach, the book by David Allen, Getting This Done, that was, like a Bible for me. Okay. The first copy, if you see, it was so thin, I used to fold it and keep it in my pocket. The first copy. Okay. Now it's become thicker, that's a different story. So it doesn't matter. If you're adding value in 10, 30 pages, that's good. Okay. Nothing like it. But yes, if you're not adding value, there's no point. So don't worry about number of pages. Focus on the value, and you'll definitely complete a good number of pages. That is good for your readers and you as well. Shakti, join. I'm looking forward to talk to you. And Yes, Vivo, yes, you'll get the books. We'll share the link. You can message me, I'll share the links. Uh, Not all the books, I mean, I don't have link for all the books, but yes, you can ask in the family. I'll add you to the family in the WhatsApp group, and you can ask people for the link. They'll share their own link. Okay, so you can get those books. He joined through phone pay yesterday. Yes, yes, don't worry. Satya WhatsApp number, yes, you'll get. He is in the family, he's in the group. I'll add in the family. You get the numbers, Vivo. And Vandana, okay, Samiri. It will take another 1 hour and people will kill me if I do that. But I can do one thing, I can send you the recording. You can go through recording and, you know, token amount, there's no token amount. It's just a one-time fees of 500 rupees for now. Till 1st of July, 31st of June. 30th, 31st नहीं आता जून में नहीं 30th of June, sorry, my bad. uh, Recording is you'll get contact number. My number is not very difficult to find. Just search my name in Google, you'll get only me on the first page, so don't worry. Anyway, it's 9967402447, but you can get it anywhere. Shakti, since you joined, we'll talk to you on phone. That way I'll be able to help you better. Okay, so I think that's all for today. And I'll keep this offer open for 8 more minutes. So no matter we wind up, we can wind up. Uh, any UPI number? You, okay. So you can do one thing, Neha. Okay, I'll message you. I'll WhatsApp or mail you. Yeah. Or you can WhatsApp me. I'll send a detail with you. Okay. So yes, we're going to wind up. No matter, you're most welcome now. So no matter you are using this opportunity or not, okay, I insist whatever you discussed in the first hour, okay, please practice that. Use those tricks, techniques. Publish your book. Set a timeline. Publish your book, and let me know. I'm very reachable. Okay, let me know that your book is published, and you can tag me on Facebook. You can drop me a mail. I'll do whatever I can to promote your book. And because thank you for joining. Thank you for spending almost 2 hours with me. It's Sunday morning. It's not easy to spend 2 hours on a call like this. So that means you are really serious. You really value your life, right? And I value your time. So thank you. That's a way of saying thank you. So if you publish a book, just let me know. I'll publish. I mean, I'll promote your book for free. Okay. So on that note, uh, okay, okay. Neha, I couldn't get your number. That's what I got from my team. And okay, you can message me on my number. I'm unable to message you. You are not in the meeting. Yeah. Yeah, my email ID is anshuman@anshumanpatro.com. Okay, let me type it out. Yeah, Satya has done that. Thank you, Satya. Thank you. So yeah, so let's wind up. Thanks a lot for spending your Sunday morning with me. I hope it was helpful, and I'll wait to see your book live. Take care. Bye bye.